Hey guys, I just wanted to. It's actually my first video broadcasting live, I guess. So um, I just wanted to share a few things. I typically don't have the time to do this because I'm constantly teaching new students in class, and I'm hearing this a lot about how college is so great and how you know it's it's so great, I guess. But God, nothing could be farther from the truth. College is really nothing but a scam, and this is really going to be a short video because this is the because this is the first time I'm doing this. I just kind of want to test this out, so you guys bear with me, and I'll share more videos on a daily basis moving forward. But college really is a scam, guys. Um, because if you do the math, I was reading this article um, from I believe his name is Mark Price. It's Mark something. He's a PhD. So the average person in America is probably going to spend, all things considered, about $120,000, and this is if you go to a decent school. But I'm even going to be conservative about it and say if you don't go to a conservative school, and I mean what I mean by conservative, I mean like a top-notch school like Duke, Harvard, and so on and so forth. Say you went to even Howard, or you went to a school that's not as expensive, you're probably going to be spending about $15,000 to $20,000 a year. You know, that's just tuition, and if you were living on campus as well, that'd be completely different as well. Now, if you were living on campus, then you have to factor that in as well because you're paying rent wherever you live. So all things considered, you're probably going to be spending about, I don't know, roughly, so 15,000 to be conservative on tuition. Let's even say you weren't living on campus, but you were just doing your stuff. You just going to work, staying at home and going to school. So you have $60,000 in debt, right? Okay, then you finish your 4 year education, right? Then you have to go get a job. Okay, and let's say when you spent 4 years doing, let's say, being an accountant or financial analyst, some bullshit, I don't know, something, right? Okay, so you don't have your CPA or whatever. Let's just keep things basic. Even if you had your CPA, it doesn't really matter, guys. All right. So now you're $60,000 in debt, and now they're going to start you off with about 15 to $25 an hour, if you're lucky, right? I mean, 25 on the high side coming out of college, you know, um, with a with a degree, right? Or say you're a staff accountant, or say you majored in psychology. Why would you ever do that? I don't know. Beats the hell out of me. Or sociology, or who the hell knows, right? So you do all these things, right? And now you're $60,000 in debt. But how are you going to pay for it if you're making $15 to $25 an hour? Let's say fine, you got lucky. Now you're making $50,000 a year, straight out of college. So you're $60,000 in debt. You're never going to pay that off, guys. You're just not going to do it. Okay, 4 years after you finish your college. Okay, so you get a. Let's say you've been with the same company for 4 years. They're not going to give you a 10% increase. Hell no. They typically give you about 5% if you're lucky, right? So 5% of about $50,000, that's 2,500. So after 4 years, right, you're making $60,000, right? But the funny thing about life is, then life happens. Then you probably get married, you probably buy a house, you get a car, and you're not going to pay off a loan. Now all your salary is just not going to go. It's not going to go into paying off your debt. All right. Why am I saying all this? The reason I'm saying all this is just the numbers, guys. College is just a scam. Go to just about every big time college out there. And what are they doing? There's something going on as far as construction. And guess what? They're using your money, right? They use your money. They're going to use your money to build those buildings. And what do you get out of it? Nothing. You get a piece of paper that basically guarantees you nothing. It guarantees you nothing. So what if you have a degree? So what? What does that help? How does that better your life? In what way does that make your life better? In what way? You tell me. I'll wait. Well, how does that make your life any better? Sure, it's all a facade. The most important thing that I keep trying to tell people is you do need education in this day and age. There's no reason walking around being stupid and acting stupid, right? But you have to have skills. When they say education, what you need is skills, not necessarily, book education. You need skills, practical application that you can use to hit the ground running, right? That's the most important thing. Skills is what pays the bills. Skills, right? And why would you ever go to college to have a degree in sociology or psychology? Why would you ever do that? Why would you do that? Now, why would you go to college and say you want to be an art major or be a dance major? Now, why would you do that? Why would you spend all that money and then to have nothing to show for it but a piece of paper? But then the worst thing is, after you're done with college, nobody checks on you in college. The college president isn't checking up on you to say, okay, how you doing? And, oh, you haven't found a job. Okay, let's hook you up. No, you're on your own. You're on your own. So I kind of liken college to like a key with no doors. Yeah, they give you a key, but there's no doors. You see what I'm saying? There's no doors. But one good thing I like about IT is with IT training, you don't have to come to our school. Like our school is fine. You don't have to come to our school. But one thing I can certainly guarantee you with IT is, especially if you have vocational skills, especially IT skills. I mean, so let's do the math. So it took you 4 years to make it took you 4 years to make $50,000. So that's 48 months, right? And this doesn't count, how long it actually takes you to actually find a job. So let's say it takes you another 6 months to find a job if you're lucky in this day and age. So that's about 54 months from when you started school to when you actually got a job. Yep. Okay. So now let's do it like this. Now, what if you came to an IT school and you only had to be in the school for 8 to 9 weeks, but then right off the gate, you can make between $90,000 to $110,000. And you pay only a tenth of the price. So what's the problem? What exactly is the problem with that situation? People come to me and say, oh, college degree, college this, blue. But what has college gotten you so far? Where has it gotten you? Where is your college degree, even your master's? I once had a student, she came to my class. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but she had a bachelor's. She was about $60,000 in debt. She was earning she was earning $32,000. She had no way of paying it, obviously, and she was just basically living paycheck to paycheck, and literally paycheck to paycheck to survive. And her way of getting out of it was to go back to college and get her master's so they could pay her an extra $15,000. Now, what sense does that make? So you're going back to get your master's. They're going to pay you. So now you went from earning, let's say, $32,000 to now $50,000. Now, why would you do that? I don't know. It's just simple math to me, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that this is my first time actually doing this live. I've sent you guys my videos in the past of recordings of the class and how it goes and so on and so forth. But our next class starts April 28th. We're in Maryland. We have a new location in Atlanta that's going to open up. It's already finished. It's complete and everything. Equipment is already set up. We're set to go. But now we're just trying to get used to the environment and stuff like that. So that class is going to start in June. June 30th or July 1st is when we're anticipating. And we also have another institution that starts in Houston as well, that same time, June 30th in July, the first week of July. So we're in 3 different locations right now in the DC, Atlanta, and Houston area. Okay, so the one thing I'm going to warn you guys is this. If you are going to be in the class, if you do decide to join our class that's in our DC class, and again, our classes are 1 day a week on Saturdays. And if you ever miss any class, all our classes are recorded, so you can watch the classes all over again. So. But if you do decide to come to the class, we make no promises to anybody. No promises. But one thing I can say is this, right? Because throughout the duration of the course, what we do is we give out homework assignments. We give out projects, about 9 different projects, for 1 a week. And they range between 100 to about 250 questions. Practical application. Everything is practical. Practical app, right? So this is stuff that you have to do on your own computer, right? And we provide all this stuff for you. But what I can say is I've never seen anybody complete all the homework assignments who did not get a job. I've personally never seen it. I mean, you stayed the course, you kept applying and all that good stuff, never seen it. Never seen it. But if you don't do the work, obviously, with everything else in life, what you put in is what you get out. All right? What you put in is what you get out. You don't put in the work and do everything the professor tells you to do, it's probably not going to work. So there has to be a commitment to this education. So now let's think about it now. So now let's recap and think about what I just said. I'm telling you that I just had a guy, one of my ex-students, his name is Chaz, actually. I think I'm going to mention his name. His video is coming up pretty soon. One of my favorite students. He was really good. He always sat in the class and very attentive, always did his work, didn't say much, but he did his thing. And he finally got a job. He finished the job. He finished the program in December and got a job in January. He got I think his salary was for $90,000. Pretty good. The video is coming up pretty soon. I'm probably posted this weekend. But he stuck to it. He did the work. I mean, he did the work. He did his homework assignments. He did it. So the key thing is, guys, with anything, if you're trying to learn a new skill, you've just got to pay the price. You just got to pay the price. There's a price that's got to be paid of hard work. There's just no other way to do it. But think about it. You've tried something for 4 years. It didn't work. So I'm telling you to come to class for 2 months, and then 2 months later, if you've done everything you should do, you should have a job in 4 months. Come on, what are we talking about here? Right? So so $100,000, making $100,000 after 4 months. Okay, fine. You want to be extra slow about it? 6 months. So 6 months. 6 months from April 28th. 6 months from April 28th. You're going to be in a job that's paying you 6 figures. What exactly is the issue? Right? What exactly is the issue? Right? So I just want to kind of share that with you guys. I'll be like, again, this is my first video. I've never done this before. It's a new experience, and I just kind of wanted to start reaching out to all my subscribers and stuff, and just tell you guys that, look, all you guys who are in the dead end jobs who are looking for, look, if you're not making 90,000 and above, look, it's just, dude, this is just not where it's at. Like, come on, dog, like, really. I'm not talking. Look, I'm not with that household income. I'm not about that life. I'm talking about you as a man. If you're not making $90,000, then just something ain't right. Something ain't right with that picture. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I was in Scotland. One of my mentors actually is Dan Pena. If you Google it, if you YouTube his name, Dan Pna, old guy. He's very straight to the point, and he tells it how it is. So I went to his weekly seminar. Now mind you, now watch this. To attend his seminar is $20,000. $20,000 just to attend his seminar. That does not include, it does include flight and everything, right? But $20,000 out of pocket is what you got to pay to go see him. And he mentors you for a whole year for free. But it's really not free. But still, and he's a multi-millionaire, hundreds of millions, and so on and so forth. And what shocked me was when I went there. I went there actually last August, and what shocked me was the fact that I saw so many. I saw so many. I saw so many young people, like in their 20s, who make millions. You wouldn't believe it, millions. There was this one guy that was at the seminar. He was actually at the seminar before mine. Let me tell you what this guy does. All this guy does is teach other men how to get women. That's all he does. That's all he does. And do you know how much money he makes? Okay, the guy has 40,000 paying subscribers, right? 40,000 paying subscribers. Okay. The lowest person, right, pays $40 per month recurring. The highest person pays $3,000 per month. So anywhere in between, he has programs for anywhere in between. I'm gonna let you do the math. And he makes this every month. And this guy is probably in his 20s, probably maybe late 20s. So he's making about $12 million a year, about somewhere in there. And all he does is teach women teach men how to get girls. That was it. That's all he does. That's all he does. So when you're around people like that who are making this kind of money, you're like, what the fuck? Like $100,000? Like, what are we talking about? Come on, like people making like people are making $1 million a month, right? People are making $1 million a month that I've been exposed to, at least. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I'm reading a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of you in the classes, and I'm seeing that, okay, agree, new schools. The thing about it is, guys, 100,000 is not a lot of money. It's just really not, because all right, let's take a look at it. And I don't say this to demean anybody. That's just not my intention. You know what I mean? But think about it. If you make $100,000, they're going to take taxes. So basically about 30%, that's gone. So you're making $70,000. So it's really 30,000. No, it's 35%. So you're really making 65% take home. I mean, it's like if you have another man that's making $1 million, that's making $1 million a month, that teaches guys, only teaches guys. He doesn't give you anything of substance or consequence. All he does is teach guys how to pick up women. He's a pickup artist. And he's making $1 million a month. But yeah, here we are. We're trying to teach you how to better your life. And we're telling you can make $100,000 a year. And yet you doubt yourself. I mean, what am I? Come on, guys. It's time to grow up, man. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. And I'm not saying this to demean anybody, because at some point in my life, man, I was living off the change in my car. I really was. My ex-wife left me. You know what I mean? My ex-wife left me. Why did she leave me? Bottom line, she would say that we didn't get along, sure, whatever. But the way I look at it, no money. Because at that point in my life, I was making like 60 grand a year. Like I was paying all the bills in the house because I had a job in Tennessee. So I was paying all the bills there. I was paying all the bills here while she lived here and while she was going to school and so on and so forth. Right. But she just left. You know what I mean? So, and then when she left, things kind of, this is many years ago, by the way, things kind of took a downturn or whatnot. And then and then the job that I had, they actually laid off a whole bunch of people. And then, I was just like, for like 4 months, no work, right? And then I started, then I just fell into depression and all that. So I've been there. I know I've been there, done that. Even when I was going to take my class, where I learned my class, I didn't have the money. I borrowed the money from my mom. Y'all should have seen the way she looked at me. She was like, "Really, dog? That's really what we're doing right now? You asking me for money?" You know what I mean? So, but it was a sacrifice I was willing to pay. You know what I mean? That shame and all. Ask my mom for money, but to God be the glory. Like she gave me the money, and the rest is history. And but one thing I can say is when I took the class, man, I was serious, man. Man, I was not, dude. I don't want to curse or nothing, but I was not there to fuck around, man. And my wife just left me. We had 2 kids. Man, it was time for me to man up, man. Man, it was time for me to just man up. You know what I mean? So when I took the class, man, I took the class serious, serious. I was not there to play games. And back then, the classes were like 5 months, crazy. You know what I mean? Man, everything that professor told me to do, man, I did that thing. Man, I did it. I did it. The advanced classes, I took it. Because after the basic class, there was advanced class as well, man, I took it. I took all those classes. You know what I mean? I took it all. So it's like, bottom line is, I paid the price. And then, to God be the glory, man. Like, after, so once I was done with all my stuff and it was ready for me to start looking for work, somebody must have been watching me pay the price, man. Somebody must have been watching me late nights, like doing my homework assignments and so on and so forth. Somebody must have been watching me. So anyway, to cut the long story short, I put my resume out there on Wednesday. I put my resume on a Wednesday. I kid you not. On Thursday, I got a job. I got a job in 24 hours. Why it happened for me like that, I don't know. All I know is somebody must have been watching me. Somebody must have been watching me. Damn sure somebody was looking out for me. Because it took me 24 hours for me to land my first DBA job. My first one. And I used those skills that I learned. I used the skills that I learned in school to get that job. You see what I'm saying? And then the rest was just history and so on and so forth. Right? But why did I decide to start why did I decide to start teaching? Just simply because I'm more effective teaching. I've been there, done that. I've been a senior DBA and all that good stuff. I've been in IT. I know how the corporations work. I get it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm better teaching than I am, just working with somebody. It is what it is, because nobody can, honestly, like nobody offers you as much as we offer. And you're both on YouTube, both when you actually attend the class, all the videos, materials, you seen us actually do the work live, actually doing all that stuff. So you can actually follow up and if how did he do this one time, you can rewatch the class. All that stuff is in there. It comes with the class. You know what I'm saying? Because over the years, I've just, I've been there, done that. So I know what students are going to struggle with. So, yeah, if you want to join the class, you're more than free to join the class. But the thing is, you got to be ready to pay the price. Got to be ready to pay the price. And it's just hard work. I mean, but if you're not ready to put in that work, just with anything else, guys, come on now. Like, just with anything else, I'm telling you that in 6 months, if you do what you're supposed to do, you should have a job that's paying you six figures. And six figures is if, I mean, 6 months is if you're really conservative. I'm really trying to be conservative here because it took me 24 hours. That's just me. It took me 24 hours to get a job. And I'm the only testimony you need. But you go on our videos, you can see all the testimonials, and there's more to come. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're not ready to pay that price of hard work, and if you're not really serious about changing your life, and changing your life does not mean just coming to the course and taking the course. That's not what we're talking about. Paying the price means you came to the course and you did the work. I mean, if you pay the price and you did the work, I mean, the rest is history. I know a guy right now. He's I used to know him. I don't think he had a problem me calling his name out, Prince. Back in the day, man, this was like a couple of years ago. So this is like actually like 4 years ago. Prince was like what, 32? Prince had a job that was paying about $135,000 salary. Then he got another night job, Oracle DBA, that was going to pay him $175,000. So little Prince making $300,000. Yeah, he's working his regular 9 to 5, and is also doing the because as a DBA you can work from home. You can work from home and you can work at night. They have night shifts as well. So little Prince at 32 years old is making $300,000. I've had people. Anyway, I could spill these numbers out, but some of y'all just won't believe me because you for whatever reason you think $200,000, $100,000 is a lot of money. And for whatever reason, even though I've broken down the numbers, how you went to college and you paid probably $40,000 and you're probably $60,000 in debt. Then when we come and ask you for $3,800 or whatever the cost is for the course, you say it's too expensive. Now you go figure. Right? But it is what it is, right? If you really want something, the way I look at it is you would pay the price. Each time that we open up a new school, because we're opening up another school in Houston, Texas, that's going to launch in June as well. That's 10 grand that's 10 grand out of my pocket. Right? Atlanta, 10 grand out of my pocket. No guarantees, nothing. Nothing. There's no guarantees. No guarantees, nothing for me. So I go to all these different. I'm going to all these different. Different schools because I'm trying to spread the wealth, man. I'm trying to share as much as I can, right? I'm trying to share this IT thing with you guys because I feel as though, like in this day and age, if you can't, IT is the way. IT, you don't need a college degree. You don't need any of that. All you need is just. I used to be in the Marine Corps, esprit de corps. And you just need, hey, let's go get it. And you just need your certifications. If you have that and you have the skills, the key thing is the skills. They ask you a question on an interview, you should be able to answer, no problem. They're going to give you the job. It's not that serious, man. I used to work for Raytheon. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. You think they have a problem paying you $125,000 a year with benefits and all that crap? No. What is that? It's not a big deal. Oh, some of you say, okay, well, how you just gonna make $125,000 like that? Like that's a lot of money or something. Like you impressing somebody by making $125,000. What you mean, $125,000? You do. It's about time you started making $125,000. You better hurry up. You for sure ain't gonna get it from going to college. That's well, you don't have to take my word for it. You know what I mean? Just Google it. Why college is a scam? It's an absolute scam. If you want to go to college, fine. Now, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a surgeon, stuff like that, that's one thing. Sure, you got to go to college for that. I feel that. You know what I mean? But other than that, I can't think of anybody. Even if you want to be a lawyer, whatever. A lot of lawyers aren't lawyers anymore. They're not even practicing law anymore. Why? Because there's no money in it. There's no money. You know what I mean? So, so I just say, and I read a lot of forums, and I'm a little bit long winded and everything, but I read a lot of forums, and I just say, you know what? I'm hearing a lot of things about, black men, not finding jobs and so on and so forth. I'm like, look, the opportunities are there. Opportunities are there. But the question is, are you skilled enough to handle these jobs that come your way? Do you have the skills that people are looking for? You don't have to come to this class. You don't have to do any of that. But hey, man, you got to get some skills behind your back. I didn't say a degree. Degree don't mean nothing. What does the Bible say? A man's gifts will make room for him. What does the Bible say? It says, do you see a man skillful in his works? He will stand before kings. You think I'm listening to them when the Bible says this? Come on, man. And you tell me whether the Bible's lying about that. Look at Kobe Bryant. He ain't went to college a day in his life. He stands in front of kings, doesn't he? Bill Gates, college dropout. Skills. Tyler Perry, skills. It's all about skills. And if you're trying to figure out where you are in life, if you haven't quite figured out, okay, this is what I want to do with my life, this and that, blah, 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 blah. Dude, like, get some money first, right? Get some money first. Have some money in your pocket first, right? Take a class, have some money in your pocket first. Do that for a year or two. And then while you're in that process, then you can start saying, you know what, let me venture out to be my own boss or stuff like that. You can't be your own boss if you ain't got no money. I'm sorry. You got to have some money in your pocket. And how do you get some money in your pocket? It goes back again. How do you get money in your pocket in the most cost-efficient way as possible? You need skills. You need skills. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay somebody to get you these skills. And I'm sorry, guys. I wish the course was cheaper. It's not. It is what it is. You went to college. You paid $60,000. Don't blame me. Right? I went to college. But I wasn't stupid enough to go to something crazy. I went to Howard University, actually. When I saw that bill, I was like, okay, you know what? I need to switch to UDC. And that's why I completed everything. Because UDC was cheaper, same education, and I got no debt. I got no debt whatsoever. Right? But to those who have debt, look, this debt is going to stay on you big time. You're just not going to be able to pay for this. No way if you have a $40,000 job. It's just not going to happen. So my advice to you guys is get some skills. You don't have to believe me. Just type Oracle DBA jobs in Indeed or Monster.com and just see how much they pay. Just see how much they pay. You don't have to take my word for it. Right? So anyway, guys, to wrap up, thank God this is my first video. It was a great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll be doing this every week. Okay, so before I close, let's answer a few hour and a half for lunch. So we do that. So we teach Linux, SQL. We teach you how to code some. We teach you the administration portion. We teach you upgrade. We teach you 12C. We teach you how to be more than a coordinator. Let's see. Dorian says only $4,000. Man, it's only $4,000, man. It really is. Like I said, hey man, look, I went to Dampania, man, all the way in Scotland, right? And it was such and here's the thing, Dorian. Everybody told me that, oh, I'm just making him rich. I'm like, bro, he's already been rich. He's a he used to be what's the name of he used to be an oil CEO. Come on now. This is back in the 90s. Right? He sold his company for $450 million. Come on, what's my little 20,000? So anyway, they told me I couldn't do it. Well, not that I couldn't do it, that I shouldn't do it. I did it anyway. Best thing ever happened to me because he gives me concise advice. concise advice about exactly how to structure my business and how to focus on students, because exactly what he does is exactly what I do, but his is on a much greater level or whatnot. So, Dorian, if I paid $4,000, I know you can pay. I'm sorry, I paid $20,000 for stuff that I don't even use right now. This has nothing to do with IT or whatnot. It was just for me to, because he deals with entrepreneurs and business and all that. But so I needed him for something different. And it was just for a 1 week class. Just a 1 week class. 1 week, $20,000 gone. Gone. Ain't seen the man ever since. But we talk every week. We do video conference calls and all that good stuff. So was it money well spent? You damn right. How often you get and he also teaches you how to structure your business so you can actually sell it and all that good stuff at the end of the day, just some other stuff, you know what I mean? So but yeah, Boyce Watkins is also one of my mentors as well. He and I, we text every now and then. He's a good guy as well, so he knows what I'm doing. But yeah, $4,000, believe me guys, it ain't a lot of money. Go take a loan. Okay, fine, let's even break this $4,000 down. All right, let's break it down. Let's break this thing down. Okay, so fine. It's $4,000. Oh, I can't afford it. Sure you can. How? No problem. Get a loan from the bank. Get a loan from the bank. You say, oh, when you went to college, you got a loan. Didn't you get a loan when you went to college? You couldn't pay for college by yourself, could you? So you got a loan from the bank, didn't you? Although you didn't have to pay for it until you were finished, ain't it? Right? But you got a loan from the bank, didn't you? So why can't you get a loan from here? And even if you get a loan from the bank, you're only going to be paying what? Roughly $65 a month, $70 a month, something like that. Okay, so you're paying $70 a month for the next 6 months to make $100,000. Really, though, that's really what we're talking about here now. We're really talking about this. This is something that you guys have to think about. And I mean, like, come on, like, let's not act like we don't have options. We got options. It's just how resourceful are you willing to go? How far deep are you really trying to go? Come on, you got options. For $70, okay, so fine. So it's $70 a month. The class is for 2 months. It takes you 4 months after your class is over. Let's just say I'm being very conservative, and you're doing everything we ask you to do. You're being consistent, interviewing, all that good stuff for 6 months. So now you've paid what, $420 after 6 months. Now they offer you a job, $100,000. Your first paycheck, you pay off your tuition. Boom, the rest is gravy. What exactly is your problem? What's your problem? No, I'm just gonna wait for somebody to fine. You can't afford it. Fine, go get a loan. Go get a loan. Get a loan. I've asked my mom for the money. I asked my mom for the money for real. So it's like then I hear some people say, well, how do you know that is there any guarantee that you're gonna get a job? I'm the only testimony you need, guys. Just me. What else do you need? Fine, there's videos on my YouTube channel. Go look at them. You see people getting jobs. But I'm the only testimony you need. I went from nothing. I had nothing. My first job, $100,000, 24 hours. My first job was at Maxim Healthcare, Columbia, Maryland. Oh, that first paycheck was nice, boy. Because I try to be slick, and they didn't take no taxes out and all that good stuff. I was broke, boy. I needed all that money. But you know what I mean? But that first paycheck is gonna be so much fun. It's just gonna be so much fun. It's so much fun. So all right, so let's go to some of the other questions. So okay, so let's see. Okay, so how many Saturdays? So the classes, like I said, are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we take a 1 hour break for lunch, and it's for 9 Saturdays. It's for 9 Saturdays. That's Joe Kelly the fourth. Dorian, I already addressed Dorian. Okay. What do you have to say with comment of 18C, where almost everything is automated. That's scary because they claim it's self-driving vehicles, but that's nonsense. That's nonsense. As a matter of fact, Mr. Elove, that's nonsense. As a matter of fact, Chelsea just came out. You don't have to worry about nothing. People are always going to need human intervention. You just need it. You just need it, right? The human intervention is still going to be there. Okay, fine. Let's say let's even it even gets to the point where everything is automated. Guess what, Elove? That ain't gonna happen for a while. So between now and then, when it happens, let's go ahead and hurry up and make some $200,000 in a book. You okay with that, Elove? I think I answered that question. So Elove, no, it's not going. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, there's some things that you can automate yourself, but they still need human beings to automate them, which we teach you in the class, like jobs and your enterprise manager, so on and so forth. All this we teach. Let's see. Oh, Dorian, as far as payment plans are concerned, yes, we do have payment plans for those who are interested. So it's half down, and then the other half is due by the third or fourth week, right? We typically don't do payment plans, but if you do, it kind of works that way. But yeah, we could always schedule something for you. What are people talking about? It's E-Love, that's correct. Okay, John Kelly, do we get books or vouchers for tests? No, we don't get vouchers. So that's a good question, John. Vouchers has nothing to do with us. You actually have to go through Pearson View to do this. PearsonView.com. They're like a big testing agency, and they're like Prometric. It's a worldwide testing agency. So basically, you go online, and and you just take the exam. And actually, funny enough, it's 3 exams that you take. But I actually have one of my guys who's the tall guy that got a job, Mr. Femi, that works in Oklahoma City right now. He's making $120,000, and they gave him a signing bonus for $10,000, not included of that 120. So they gave him $10,000 to move cash, straight to his account just to move. And that's, oh, and by the way, that is standard. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, you move to a different state and they trying to shortchange you. That's bullshit. Like $10,000 is the going rate for you to move you and your family, right? So he pocketed that money and he just moved, man. Like, he didn't have anything anyway. So I think at this when he moved, I think he was living off an air match or something like that. But yeah, he's doing good. So about him, he actually didn't even do the 3 certifications. He only did 1. He told me later on that, I didn't even do all of them. He did 1 of them, I believe, right? And he still got a job. And funny enough, he didn't even finish all the homework assignments. That nut, but he's got a job anyway, because he was confident in what he knew. He stood by what he knew. You see what I'm saying? But typically we advise that anybody that wants to apply for these jobs, you need to have one of at least 2 to 3 exams that makes you OCA certified, or certified associate, right, in 12C. And one of those exams, actually, fun enough, is actually take home. And it's been known to us by us, right, to provide some study materials that could help you pass it within 10, 15 minutes. I've heard that before. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's take home. It's the sequel portion of the exam. It's don't quote me on that though, right? Yeah, it's take home, and everybody should pass those exams 100%. Okay, so do we get books? Yes, you do get books with it. You absolutely do get books with it, Mr. John Kelly. We get you books as well with it. Now the books are going to be software copy, soft form. They're not going to be hard copies, because you need actually stuff that you can download on your computer and take home with you, take with you all the time. So we're in 2018. Come on, nobody does those hard copies anyway. All right, let's see. The banks won't loan me their pen. Dorian, do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're always here to work with you, man. If you're ready to put in that work and to grind, man, like, we're always here to work with students. And like, if we see that a student is serious, and then yeah, we've been known to work with students over the past. As a matter of fact, we're trying to reach out. We're trying to start teaching students who are in college, not college, in high school right now, like from 11th grade, 12th grade, to actually start get into IT, because college is not for everybody. Let's be honest, college isn't for everybody. And let's be honest, when you were in college, you were messing around. You weren't really serious. You didn't take it seriously, did you? Come on now, y'all know who you are. But but yeah, um, yeah, John. Like I'm seeing that you guys are liking these live sessions, so I'm definitely going to keep it up. This is my first one, and yeah, I just wanted to get to just try it. I'm actually in between sessions now, so I'm gonna try to post. I'm gonna try to post every day, if not every day, at least every other day, so you guys can stay informed and stay tuned. So, hey man, I'm just another black man trying to feed my family. You know what I mean? Just trying to man, I've been there, man. I've been broke before, man. It's not cute. You know what I mean? I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is for your wife to leave you because you have no money. I know what it's like. You know, it's not pretty. You know what I mean? I know what it's like for your children to be taken away from you. You know what I mean? I know what it's like. You know, so but I had to strap up my boots and I had to do what I had to do. You know, to get myself out. There is nobody coming to your rescue, guys. Nobody's coming to your rescue but you. There's nobody coming to your rescue, guys. Please stop. Stop. Nobody's coming to your rescue. You're the only look. As a community, yes. Black people, yes. It'd be better if the government helped us with programs and so on and so forth to help the entire community. I ain't got all day, right? And you ain't got all day for that to happen. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your kids still need milk. Your kids need diapers. Your wife still got to get her toenails clipped and polished, right? So she gonna be looking at you like, look, I need some money. You know what I mean? So between now and when the government tries to step into for reparations to help black people, look, we need some action. We need to be able to do something. You know what I mean? And you know, to God be the glory, we are where we are now. So, you know, so guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna be keeping this up every month. I'm sorry, every day. I'm gonna try to do it. So yeah, man, like guys, keep the comments coming, and I'll keep posting, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye now. Don't forget, class starts April 28th. So if you're ready, and if you're ready to pay the price, and I don't mean the price monetarily, that's not all I'm talking about. I'm talking about pay the price of hard work and go through it. Like, look, I gotta stress this out. And go through it. Like after you finish the course, depression is gonna set in. Oh, I haven't got a job yet. Blah 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 blah. All that's gonna come. You're gonna keep having to do the whole project over again. Going for interviews, going not getting this interview, going for this interview, going for a second and third interview, traveling. You're gonna have to go through all of that. But guess what? In about 6 months or 4 months after the course is done, 6 figures, baby. So let's get it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, wait. Class starts April 28th.